Okay, this is the second lesson for this unit. It's 9.2, add integers. The worksheet looks like this. Focus of today's lesson is we're looking at another way of solving problems involving adding integers. Instead of using the integer chips, we're going to be using number lines. And I'm just going to get right into here and show you how this works. So here I'm giving positive 4 plus negative 2. And I'm given a blank number line and it asks me to use the number line to solve the addition statement. Okay. First thing I'm going to need to do here is I am going to need to label this number line because it's not labeled for me yet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put 0 there. This is going to be positive 1. This is going to be positive 2, 3, 4, and 5. This will be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. Now, what we do is we start at 0. And I'm going to be using a red color here and blue for negative. I would recommend using pencil here. Otherwise, if you have redos, you're going to be going through a lot of whiteout. So, or doing it on a separate page. So I would recommend using pencil. But I'm going to use the colors just to demonstrate. Alright, so I'm going to start at 0. So let me put a little dot at 0. Okay, that's where I'm starting. And I'm going to draw a line from 0 to positive 4, because positive 4 is my starting number. So I'm going to draw a line from 0 to positive 4. And it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. There we go. And let's make that red. Okay, so there I got a red arrow. You're going to want to use a ruler to make this look neat. And you're going to want to label it. Okay? So this is positive 4. Okay, so I'm starting with positive 4 now. And I'm adding negative 2 to positive 4. So what happens on a number line when I add a negative number is I move backwards. Okay? So I'm going to be moving to the left twice is what I'm going to be doing. So let me start by putting a little dot. Okay? And I'm going to draw an arrow. And I'm going back 2. So I'm down to 3 is once. And down to 2 is twice. Let's make that arrow the right color. It should be blue. But again, your arrows you're probably just going to do it in pencil would be best. You don't need the colors. And I'm going to label that negative 2. So I got positive 4. Oops. There we go. No, doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Okay, so I got positive 4. And then I'm going back to negative 2. And I end up at positive 2. So if you look here, I end up at positive 2. And not cooperating with me today. Okay, so my answer then is positive 2. Alright, let's do the next one. Negative 3 plus negative 5. I'm going to start again by labeling my number line. There we go. And now I need to start from negative 3. So I'm going to start at 0 actually. And I'm going to draw an arrow from 0 to negative 3. Let's move that down a bit. I'm going to label that negative 3. And now I'm going to need another arrow from negative 3. I'm now adding -5. So I'm adding a negative, so I'm again moving to the left. But as you can see, I'm not going to have enough space. So what I could do is I could extend my number line, but if I had a ruler, that would be neat, but it's going to be messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start again, and I'm going to put 0 over here. Just so it looks nice and neat. You could, like I said, extend your number line, but it's going to be messy. Alright, so I need an arrow. I'm starting from 0 down to -3. Okay, there we go. Let's label that. -3. And now from -3, I'm moving to the left 5 because I'm subtracting a negative. So I'm going to subtract 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That puts me at -8. I'm going to label this -5. And this puts me at -8. So my answer here is -8. I'm going to leave C for you to do on your own. Before I go on to the back side, let me tell you what you need to do on this sheet in order to show me you watch the video. On the bottom of the first page, on the bottom, not at the top. If it's at the top, I'll know you weren't listening. On the bottom of the first side, I want 2 little stars. And then I'll know you watched the video. Okay, let's do number 6 together. Brady owes his mom $7. He earns $18 mowing lawns. Draw a number line to show how much money Brady has after repaying his mother. So we need to draw a number line. So I'm going to start by making my number line. Let's just make that black. Okay. Now, I'm going down to -7. So I'm going to need to go further than -5. I'm actually going to need quite a few dashes on this. So I'm going to make my dashes fairly small, or spaced fairly close together. Let's put 0 here. This will be 1, 2, 3. It's being difficult on me again. 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This will be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, -11, -13, -14. Now I hope that you're going to be able to see those numbers in the video. Let me actually zoom in a little bit on those so we can see them. Alright, so 0 is right here. We need to start at 0. And what are we doing? Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to move up a bit so we can look at the problem again. Okay, so he owes his mom $7. That means he's in the hole. That means he has less than $0. He's at -$7 right now. So we're going to start at 0. We're going to move arrow down to -7. Okay, I'm going to label that. -7. Okay, and then he makes $18. So what I need to do is I need to start at -7, and he's making money, he's earning money, so he needs to move. We're going to be moving to the right. We're increasing. Okay, so I'm going to start at -7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18. That puts us at the 11 there. Okay, let me label that. That is +18. And we end up at +11. So I'm going to circle that. My answer is +11. Write the addition statement for your number line. Well, he started at -7, so my addition statement is going to look like this. -7 plus +18. Or you could just write it like this. -7 plus 18. Okay, I'm going to leave you the rest of the sheet to work out on your own. So you have the rest of this side, and then you have... Actually, you have a bunch of questions in the front as well.